What's going on YouTube? Today we're going to be checking out the Vava Cam Pro. It is a wire-free HD security camera system. Completely wire-free. So no plugging in for power, no wires for the internet connection or anything like that. It's completely free of wires. So this is a battery-operated camera itself. It is 1080p Full HD. It does have an IP66 waterproof rating. So what that means is IP66, the first 6 is for dust, and the second 6 is for the actual waterproofing. So it is, number 6 here is dust proof, and then the 6 here means for waterproofing, it means that it can take water jets on it, like you can spray it down with water, you can have it rained on, it just can't be submerged. I'm sure you can submerge it if you wanted to, and it'd be fine, but in all reality, the rating for this is it can't be submerged, but it can be sprayed with water. So it's perfect for outdoors anywhere. It can be out in the open. It could be underneath an awning or something like that, but it will take rain and most likely downpour rain, even though, you know, downpour rain is more of a submerging it for the most part, I guess. It does have AES data security and then a long-lasting battery. So the battery itself, they say lasts 100 days. And that's basically on the 5,000 milliamp battery, I believe. So it lasts 100 days, and they say that it'll last the 100 days. They test it with 15 clips per day that records 10 seconds each. So depending on where you actually put this camera itself will determine how long the battery life will actually be for you. 100 days isn't bad for 15 clips a day for 10 seconds each, but if you have it in a high traffic area, it's not going to last as long. If you have it in less of a traffic area than the 15 clips a day, it's going to last longer. So on the side of the box here, well, the top of the box, it lists all these different features it has. Like we said, 100% wire-free over Wi-Fi, 1080p Full HD vision, automatic night vision switching, certified IP66 weatherproof, long-lasting battery. It does have optional cloud storage as well as an SD card slot. So you can actually comes with an 8 gig SD card, and it goes up to, I believe, 128 gigs for local storage. View real-time video stream, two-way audio and warning siren, real-time mobile alerts, which is most, share cameras with family and friends, like we said, advanced AES data security, and then it supports the Vava solar panels. So they do have solar panels that they could sell separately. So if you look at the back of the box here, like I said, 1080p HD, it's everywhere on here. Night vision is, it's got a 850 nm LED. I don't know what that is, a nanometer, up to 25 feet. So it can pick up night vision up to 25 feet. The audio speaker and microphone in it, so that way you can actually talk to someone that's near the actual camera itself, and as well as it has a microphone to pick up the sound that's outside your house itself. So if you have it outside by, like, say, your front door, you can talk to people that are there or listen to what they have to say or anything else like that. No matter where it is, you're going to be able to listen in on what's going on. It does have adjustable sensitivity for detection, which is good. We'll check that out in the actual phone app. Digital pan and zoom, 4x digital zoom. We all know that digital zoom is never the greatest, but at least you can zoom in. Then it has a built-in 5,000 milliamp battery itself. And the operating temperatures are in between -4 degrees to 122 degrees Fahrenheit. So that's -20 Celsius to 50 degrees Celsius as well, in Celsius. Let's go ahead and check out and see what you get in the box itself. We also want to, also, this is the VA HS003 model. I want to do what's in the box, show you what you all get inside the actual box itself. I also want to do some run through with the actual iPhone app. It does connect to Android as well, but I went through the iPhone app. We're going to check out the actual quality of the video during the day, and then also their night vision. Just to make sure we can show you guys what it looks like. And then also, if you were wanting to check this out to purchase for yourself, I will leave a link in the description below so you can check it out at any time. I think it runs for $199 right now. $199 right now, yes. And it may go on sale, you never know. So check the link out in the description below for current pricing. I will also put any accessories that they sell, like the actual... what was it? The solar panel itself, so you can check those out too. So let's go ahead and see what's in the box. First thing in the box is a sticker. It's their "We Are Watching You" with the 2 eyes here with the Vava home cam. So it's a sticker you can put on your door or window. Then it looks like you have a start guide, a quick start guide actually, for installation and setup. You can actually scan that to download the app on your phone. And it kind of explains to you how to set this, the base station up with and get it connected to your camera. I'm sorry. This is the quick start guide. This is installation and setup guide. I confused both of these because the quick start guide is usually thinner than the installation and setup guide. Here is the quick start guide, and it's actually thicker. But anyways, it goes through here. This is more of an actual guide than an actual quick start guide. But you can go through here and get everything set up. So here you'll see all the actual accessories it comes with. So it comes with this little puck here. And this is so you can actually, since the actual camera itself is a ball or spear shape, you can actually put this on the ground, or on the table, I mean. And you can set it on a table by that means if you want to. They also give you this magnetic ball or half ball, half spear, and looks like you can, well, yep, for the screw mount here. So that way you can actually use the magnetic mount itself for the camera. What's really nice about the magnetic camera mount is it's easy to take down and go charge it. And know that you're going to be really cautious here, and you're going to go like, well, isn't it easy to take down to charge, but it's also easy to steal? Yep, you're right. It is easy to take down and easy to steal. I will tell you this, most of your cameras are going to be up further from someone actually being able to grab it. They'll need a ladder of some sort, which you will need a ladder most likely to pull it down. But this just makes it super easy. I will tell you this, I have security cameras on my outside of my house, and they all have this style magnetic mount. I can tell you right now, I've had them up for 2 or 3 years and no one's messed with them. It does come with a screw mount. So if you want to screw this into the where you want to mount it, and then screw the actual camera to this, it'll be more secure, I guess, than a magnetic mount. Same thing though, you can still take this down. It's just not as easy and quick as pulling it off the magnet. They give you 2 different screws here, one in each bag with a actual drywall anchor. Also, I noticed the screws for this are in here as well. So this is actually for the puck, whoops, for the puck itself. You have an Ethernet cable, so you can plug in the actual base station. Power cord for the actual base station itself. And then this is a micro USB to USB-A and a power adapter. This is going to be for your actual camera and charging your camera itself. This is for the actual base station, and this is for the camera itself. All right, so here's the actual camera itself. It's actually a kind of cool design. It's a kind of a ball design, a sphere. And then it's different than anything other camera than I've actually seen. It's a little bit bigger than a baseball. Not quite as big as a softball, but a little bit bigger than a baseball. I'd say between the baseball and a softball. So you have the camera itself here. You have a microphone right there. You have a light sensor right here, so it can tell if it's dark or daytime. Then you have the PIR motion sensor there. You have a little status LED right there. Then at the bottom here, you have the speaker itself, the screw mount, and then you have a little, looks like a little area compartment for an SD card or something. We'll pull that open here in just a second. Actually, it's probably have the charging port in there, but we'll check it out in just a second. And then you got the actual magnetic mount here. So in the actual rubber mount here, it has the micro USB for charging. Then you have the sync button, so you can sync it to the base, and then you have a reset button, so if you ever need to reset this. All right, so here's the actual base station. It's got the logo on top here. It's all white. It's actually a shiny white, which actually picks up fingerprints pretty well for white. It's not a large size. It's about a little bit bigger. Well, it's taller, a little bit bigger than the actual camera itself. It's actually a pretty small camera or base size. You got the speaker for the siren right there. And then on the back side here, you have the micro SD card slot. It does come with already in there the 8 gig that they provide you, which is not very much, but they do provide it to you. So I would recommend getting at least a 64. What will happen is it'll actually take the data itself, and then when you get to 8 gigs, it will go ahead and re-loop the actual data itself. So if you record something, it will record over the oldest data itself. So in all reality, you don't have to change it out. You can actually use their cloud as well if you want to, but I think it's going to cost money for the cloud. Considering the fact that they actually allow you to use local, that's pretty cool. Then you have the LAN port, which is the Ethernet for your actual hooking up to your network. a USB out. I did read something about using your using a storage device of some sort. I don't know if you can use an actual hard drive, direct output here, or a thumb drive. I know that you could use it on like a network attached storage device. So that's probably what that hookup for is. It's possible also to go off the LAN itself. But here's a sync button, like we said on the actual camera itself. You got the power port here and a reset port here. Then on the bottom, it's got a QR code. There's a QR code on that too. I'm assuming that has to do with the actual app when you start setting it up. So you can scan it and get it set up pretty quick. But you got 4 little rubber feet here and some vents for the actual base itself. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this all hooked up to my network and get the camera itself fully charged. And we're gonna go ahead and do some test footage. We're gonna get set up on my phone and do some test footage so you can check it out yourself. So here is a sample of daytime footage and the actual audio you're going to hear from someone talking to the camera itself. So as you can see, it's not playing outside. Unfortunately, there's snow. Here's the video quality at nighttime and night vision. So my house lights are actually off. My neighbors are not. But either way, this is the quality you're going to get for night vision. All right, so here is the actual app itself. So it's got a preview, well, not a preview, but the last image it recorded of as an image here for the camera. I only have one camera set up, so you can see it right here. If you had multiple ones, they would show up down here. You can see I have the base here as well, so you can actually go to the settings for the base. And it's got my time zone wrong, but I need to update that. But you can go in here and go to, I got an 8 gig SD card that it came with. I can format it here if I wanted to. And I can actually hook it up to a network attached storage. So we're actually able to hook it up via IP address, as well as that USB port on the back of the hub. I had talked about it earlier that I wasn't really sure what it's for, but it's for actually if you want to hook it up to a network attached storage through USB versus actually attaching it through the actual network, like an IP address. So you have that capability as well. That's what I'm being told. And then it shows you the firmware version, device model, and your serial number. And so this is where you would actually be able to update your firmware if you wanted to. So in the camera settings itself, you can turn on night vision on and off. You can flip the image if you have it upside down. You can monitor, set up a scheduling monitor, human detection on, camera working modes. You can actually set up if you want optimal battery life or surveillance or work mode customization. So you can actually customize it if you wanted to and set it to the sensitivity that you want it to be on. I have a push email set up. I don't really need the push email set up because I have it for a mobile phone notification. You can actually have it send you an email when it notifies or when it finds out that there's actually a push, or not a push, but a motion detection. But I just do it through the phone app, and sends me a notification via the push. And then also serial number and device model for the phone or the camera, and then firmware version where I can update it too as well. One thing I did notice about this is sometimes the way they have it set up, kind of like other battery cameras, sometimes what happens is when you go for a live view, it acts like it's not connecting. But what it really is it takes a little bit of time for it to wake up the camera itself and get it going. So you have to be kind of patient with that on this camera setup. But either way, it does work really well. So up here you have also playback for any videos that's actually recorded for push notifications. Another thing too is if you ever want to set up another camera or anything like that, you can actually hit the plus sign up the top right. As you can see, I have my camera there and my base there. I can add other cameras. I can add another base station if I wanted to. I'm not really sure why you'd want to add a second base station, but maybe it only supports more than, or actually 4 cameras maybe. I'm not 100% sure on that, to be quite honest. So let's go ahead and view the camera live. And so there you go. You can listen in right now. And then you can also sound the siren, which we're not going to do. And then right here is you can set up what quality of what the video you want to see, whether high, standard, fluent, or automatic. I have it set for standard. You can also click on that button and it gives you the wide angle view here, or not wide angle, but landscape view. And then you also have, there's the playback for all the recorded videos. And then you also have, I can take a picture of what's going on now. I can take live video right now. I can actually hold and speak to the person if I wanted to. Actually, let's set this to automatic. And then also down here it tells you what the quality of the videos you're actually getting right now. So right now it's at 10 to 12. Now it's up to 74. So it kind of gives you a sampling footage for automatic. Again, with the hold to speak, you can actually talk to somebody that you're seeing there on the video. So that's pretty much it in a nutshell for the Vava Cam Pro. Like I said, it's actually a pretty decent battery operated camera. I have reviewed quite a few of these actually. I've reviewed Arlo, Blink, Eufy, Heimvision, I think a few others actually. They're all pretty close to the same. But I will say that this one I really did enjoy. I mean, the circle or the sphere camera, that's different. I really like that. I really did enjoy this little mount here. It helped out really a lot. I really like that mount. Obviously, it's probably not something everybody's going to use, but for reviewing this product, I really liked it. And I thought it was neat that they provided it. Something cheap, rubber little mount here. But either way, as far as the quality of the video goes, for a battery-operated camera, I didn't think it was horrible. I thought it was actually ranks up there with other battery-operated video cameras or security cameras. I didn't think it was anything that I would worry about. If you're trying to get the license plate of a car that drives by, you're not going to get that with this, but I don't think you're going to get that with any battery-operated camera. Yeah, there are cheaper battery-operated cameras out there, but I do find that sometimes what happens is when you get into a battery-operated camera, the notification takes a little bit of time and you get like the last few seconds of the actual motion. On this, I noticed that it was a little delayed, like normal, but you got most of the actual motion on the camera. Actually, let me show you that. So here is the video itself. So as you can see, it got the car about halfway through from the right side to left side. So the detection of the motion, it got right there versus like way up here or something like that, like most cameras or battery operated cameras. I have seen a few that catch it like pre-recorded, but most of those are the detected motion now already. But most of those are the wired cameras. But being completely wireless, I think that's pretty good. As you can see here again, it caught it right there. So I think that's pretty good. As far as the actual phone app itself, I mean, the phone app's pretty, low key. There isn't a whole lot of menu options. So you're not going to be like, losing yourself in the actual option menu. They're pretty straightforward for what you can change and set up. There are no zones per se as far as the actual like where you want to record only, but most your battery operated cameras don't have zone capabilities. But you can also set sensitivity, and that's just one thing you're going to have to adjust to find what the right sensitivity level is for your actual needs. Like I said, if you have any questions, comments, or opinions about this actual camera setup, go ahead and put them down in the comment section below. I'd love to hear from you. If you are interested in checking this out yourself, I'll leave a link in the description so you can check out current pricing as well as any accessories I see. They do provide you with two different mounts or 3 different mounts if you include this one. So that's really nice. But if this is your first time to this channel, please consider subscribing, and I will see you next time.